How's it going, prospectors? Time for another weekly patch from the Cycle Frontier. Supposed to be happening at 4 a.m. I believe that's Eastern. I could be wrong. I'll check on that here. Hopefully it'll say on here. So let's dive into it. All right. It's time to introduce you all to yet another patch, and an exciting one at that. That's right. Time to kick off Season 1. Season 1. Hopefully this is really awesome. I'm hoping they got some cool stuff planned here, guys. You know, maybe they don't, but either way, let's get into it. So we got the Fortuna Pass finally for all you people who love your battle passes. Works like any other battle pass you may have seen in other games. It will run for a whole season, and you will be able to unlock items for free in the pass. Cool. The pass will also have a paid version for 950 Aruum, sorry. You will unlock the paid part of the pass. This includes XP boosts for the pass, new prospector skins, melee weapons, emotes, banners, charms, and more. It's interesting to see what those are going to be. Hopefully they're really cool. Because honestly, I like some of the skins I've been seeing sitting around the station. Additionally, you'll be able to find things like weapon supply crates, resources, Aruum, and salvage tokens in the free track of the pass. That's interesting. Weapon supply crates. I wonder what those are going to be. All right, so jumping into Twitch drops from the looks of it. They're going to start on the 23rd. And basically it looks like the June 23rd to the 25th is going to be open to everybody. So anybody streaming, you get the drops. As long as your game title is the Cycle Frontier, anybody will be able to get drops from you. So make sure you make sure you have the right game on. Make sure when you're on Twitch, you're showing as online and not away. Because if you're away, a lot of times it does not work. So make sure you're online. June 25th to the 28th is partners only. Nice. 28th, 29th is affiliates only. Then the 29th through the 2nd of July is partners only. And then the 2nd through the 4th is back to everyone. So that's awesome. So we're all going to get drops. Make sure you guys tune in to get those skins. Anything, just make sure your Twitch is hooked up to the Cycle Frontier, your Steam account, Cycle Frontier account, however they do it. Just make sure it's in there. Make sure your Twitch account is showing that you're online and not away, because otherwise it will not normally work. Okay. There's some changes here. The creature spawn in the Dead Scientist mission was adjusted. There will be at least 5 creatures that are always spawning. The creature spawn for the Dead Scientist mission was adjusted. Okay, so that's cool. In that cave, I guess, the Dead Scientist with the mining helmet, I think that's what they're talking about. It looks like that's going to have 5 creatures in there spawning, so you can get those kills. That's awesome, because honestly, it was like you go in there, there's not enough creatures, you got to like figure out how to pull them in there and get them in there, and it was a pain. We adjusted some of the loot and enemy respawn timers. They said they were going to buff the loot timers to make it go quicker, because so many people were running into them being empty. So that's really awesome that everybody's gonna be able to get more and more of their loot. Hopefully it's not too fast, but it's really gonna be really cool to see just how that impacts our rotations and what we can do. Maybe, some cool rotations to get double loot from the same area. Enemy respawn timers, that's really gonna be interesting, because sometimes getting those quests done, it's like miserable trying to find that 3 kills, 4 raids where they're all dead. So that hopefully will really help everybody get their quest done faster, which is awesome. We did another tuning pass for our matchmaking buckets. That's cool. The matchmaking, it's still a big mystery to all of us. We have a few ideas, we have a few thoughts. So far, I honestly don't fully understand how it works. I really wish they'd elaborate a little bit, but I guess, for reasons they don't want to, and that's okay. But hopefully, it helps the game get full lobbies, and we all have a lot of fun PvPing and stuff like that. You can now craft altered nickel with 5 common nickel. That is pretty cool, actually. That's something that, I wonder if they'll turn it into like the other tiers of ore will be able to do that. Either way, it's super cool, because I know some people just really struggle sometimes with easily mining, and it's so loud, and you're just putting yourself making yourself vulnerable. So maybe that'll really help some people you know, be able to get that alter nickel for their bags and be able to make some more money. Okay, and looks like now we're at the nerfs of the guns. Let's see this. This is what everybody's waiting for. You know, let's see what this is. The trench gun, the rusty trench gun, and shatter guns, adjustments to their spread. This is something I think is really important. I'm glad that they're addressing this, even if it's not perfectly fixed. You know, the fact that they're adjusting the spread and thinking about that, to me, is like a huge part of you know, what should be happening. I'm really happy to see that. That's awesome. Hipfire spread increased from 3.5 to 5. That's awesome. So that means those long range shots are not going to hit as much and as hard, which is awesome, because that's one of the big things about those guns is, you know, you can just shoot somebody from far crap away and it hurts them. And it's supposed to be a shotgun. It's supposed to be close, right? You're supposed to be hitting them. ADS spread increased from 3 to 5. Okay. Rusty AR damage reduced from 13 to 12. AR-55 reduced from 13 to 12. And the mana core from 13 to 12. That's interesting to see that they're both dropped from 13 to 12. You know, I think it really is needed. I mean, those guns were super overpowered and they were just doing so much damage, you know, even to the higher tier armor. So even if it's not a perfect spot yet, maybe, well, I mean, we'll find out. You know, it's at least in the right direction. And it's going to make it a little harder for those you know, white and green tier guns to do the damage that are, you know, killing us people wearing purple. Note from the design team: we really appreciate the feedback we've gotten so far and keep getting when it comes to balancing. Keep it coming. We see it as a dialogue with the community to get this right over time and as the season progresses. With that in mind, when it comes to balancing late game gear, we're still watching data and feedback to see how many things develop over time. As players get their hands on more late game stuff, it's still early and the ecosystem is still changing rapidly. Expect regular updates during the season. That's good to hear. I'm really hoping they stick to at least weekly or bi-weekly, you know, updates, something like that. Something that just makes us feel like they're working on the game and everything like that. Really has me excited. Bug fixes. Fixes for the friends list were applied. That's really good to see. I know so many people have been having issues with that, and I unfortunately haven't had, or not unfortunately, I fortunately haven't been having too many of those issues, but I know some people have, and it makes it miserable when you're trying to play with your friends. So it's really good that they're still working on that friends list. Fix some item duplications. I don't know if that's the one where it's in your stash and it looks like it's duplicated, or if it's literally, like, I did hear about some duplication of items going on. Either way, it's awesome. Quality of life, you know, whether we're taking people from stopping them from duplicating, or if we're, you know, just the annoying thing that was happening all over inventory. Either way, that's awesome. We fixed the problem that some players got stuck in their starter quarters by adjusting the mission check. Oh, by starting starter quests. Fair enough. I haven't heard of anybody running into that, but that's awesome. Anything to get new players not to quit the game, I think is awesome. So that's beautiful. The Paladin Blade will be shown correctly in your inventory and can be equipped. I'm not sure what a Paladin Blade is, but I assume it's a knife of some sort. And that's cool. I honestly don't know which one it is. I haven't seen it, but I'm glad it's going to be working correctly. The game does not launch in VR mode when you have a VR headset connected. Sorry, the future isn't quite now. That's awesome, in a sense of they're at least being realistic that their game can't handle it or anything like that. And make sure, I've never done VR, so I really honestly can't say that much, but you know, definitely nice to see that they're at least fixing things like that. So yeah, you can transfer items from your loadout into stash with a right click when you have no backpack equipped. I don't really understand that. But you know, anything that's quality of life like that, beautiful, right? We made Newton proud and restored gravity to the following items close to the crash shift and bright stance: multi-tools, pistons, zero system CPUs. Nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Bushes lost their rubber coating and do not block lighting anymore. Interesting. I didn't know they did really, but it's good to know. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see that for sure. Marauder had missing footsteps on some occasions. Those are fixed. Back to the Sami Terror. That's awesome. I've heard so many people where they were getting, you know, I personally never had that issue. But I know a lot of people kept saying it that I was playing with. So I assume maybe, I'm not sure what exactly was causing that, but it's good that other people will not have that issue. Gunfire sound effects from your own weapon is now louder than your squad mate's fire. That's good. I did not know that was an issue either, but that's good. Grenade sound effects was fixed. That's good. You cannot skip the B9 trench gun reloading animation anymore. Nice. That's awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing. I honestly haven't used the trench gun that much, but that's awesome because, you know, that canceling that gun is overpowered as it is, as we all know. So it's beautiful. 2x and 4x optics and 2x4x variable optic will not clip through the flechette any longer. I honestly have never put one on there and used it, so I'm not really sure what they're talking about, but that's awesome that I guess you have the ability to use those now, because it should look properly on there. So that's awesome. If you attach a tactical light to a flechette, it will no longer float under the weapon. Nice. I can't believe I never noticed that was happening, but that's good that they, you know, definitely annoys some people. The construct button, the construct button gets grayed out properly now if you do not have enough materials. Okay, nice. We added the missing localization for confirm in the cosmetics tab. Fair enough. More quality of life. Beautiful, beautiful. We added the missing localization for the rarity in the welcome pack shop. Welcome pack shop. Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what that means, but that's good. Fixed a visual issue with the laser drill battery display. I'm interested. I don't really know what they're talking about there, as far as how that goes, but it's good that it definitely is nice to know when it's ending, and maybe there was an issue where sometimes it wouldn't tell you. Fixed flickering lights from a distant laser drill. I personally haven't seen that, but it's good to know. We fixed occurrences of players spawning on top of each other. That's interesting. Honestly, I'm really interested. Like, what I wish they'd elaborate on that a little more, but you know, maybe people were spawning like super close to each other. The epic medium extended mag visuals were fixed for the AR-55. If you cycled between the pickaxe and your weapons, you could lose control until you ledge climbed. This was fixed. Nice. The objective description of Satellite Master Part 2 was fixed. Very nice. Birds now make a proper noise when flying away. Best, of course, is not to scare them. Following angry complaints from the ground control, you will not fly away anymore if you stand on top of a meteor while mining it. I honestly never experienced that. That's pretty interesting. I wish I would have saw that or something that showed me what they meant there, or like what that looked like. Fix some of the reverb effects. Fair enough. Uplink sounds are also affected by master volume slider now. Same for the dead drop audio. Laser drill sound effects also got fixed. Nice. Hopefully those sound a little cleaner and less, you know, ear breaking. You know, it's like sometimes like nails on a chalkboard, you know. Fix broken crouching while in prospect station. Your knees will thank us. Nice. The sound effects for the oil pump is properly or played properly. That's awesome, because like when you walked a few steps away from it, it was like gone just out of nowhere. So I'm hoping that that's kind of what they mean. You will not get stuck in between rails and tables in the small homes Crescent Falls after the patch. Nice. That was annoying. I got stuck on that map earlier and I had to just throw my kit on the ground pretty much. So I feel that. The color of the customization button in the vanity section is fixed. A vein change for sure. Nice. Miscellaneous. Additional tweaks to our internal anti-cheat measures. That's beautiful. We all are just really loving, you know, that they're working hard against these cheaters, and we hope they can keep it up. You know, moving in the right direction. We will be able to kick players when we have maintenance to make sure that everyone uses the correct version. Sorry about the confusion last time. That's interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest. That people were somehow using the wrong version to still cheat. That's crazy. People are insane with what they come up with, I swear. Known issues. Twitch drop vanity cannot be claimed if the stash is full. Interesting. That's very interesting. Biker Queen image shows black hair, though she has white hair. That's interesting. Okay, so that's the patch notes. You know, we didn't get everything we would have hoped, but we definitely got, you know, the nerfs to the trench gun and the mana core in the AR-55, which in my opinion, that was the two biggest things on the docket going forward. So let's hope that you know, they keep going in this direction, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check me out on Twitch at MattersLive. Thank you so much, guys.